let's go to on create here. I'm just going to go ahead and instantiate a recycler view. Okay, very good. Do list adapter, make it private, like this, which means at the bottom here, I'm going to go ahead and say is equal to new list adapter. And I'm going to pass our context, which is this. Good. I'm going to say recycler view that set adapter to our no adapter. There we go. Recycler view that set layout manager, new linear layout manager, like this, pass this context. At this point, let's go ahead and run our application here and see if anything breaks. And there we go. Click here, nothing really happens, but at least nothing is breaking. Very good. At this point, you notice that we have nothing inside of our database, hence nothing is showing here. Let's go back to our class here. Let's see. Let's go back to our data. No room data there, no do room data. So at the bottom here, I'm going to create a room database callback, which will allow us to invoke the open override method, and then we're going to call the populate database async. Okay, so right there, I'm going to say private static room database, right, dot callback. There's such thing. I'm going to say this room database callback set equal to new room database callback, like that. So we're going to go override a method here on open. There we go. Click there, and there it is. So on open, we are going to do something. Let's go ahead and finalize our semicolon there. Give us more space there. So inside here, after the super is called, I'm going to say new populate db async, which will have to pass our instance, and then call the execute. Now we haven't created this populate yet, which we'll do in a second here. So I'm going to go click here. I'm going to create class there at the bottom. Very good. So this class here, first of all, is going to extend our async, our beloved async. I'm going to pass, the first one is going to be void, because we're not going to be passing really anything at this point. Very nice. And then I have to implement methods to do on background, which is what we need. Now inside here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a handle of our DAO class. So I'm going to say private, make it final, so we can use that inside of our class here. I'm going to say private, make it final. This is going to be DAO, a NoDo type. Call this NoDo. Very good. And inside of our async here, populate database, I'm going to just say DB. Could be instance, that's fine. And this is just going to say NoDo equal to DB dot NoDo. So we're instantiating a NoDo. If you remember NoDo, NoDo DAO, I should call it. I should say it's responsible for doing all sort of things, mainly to create an instance of our database. Okay. Now here is where the fun begins. So what I'm going to be doing here, first of all, I'm going to just use the NoDo, called the delete all for now at least. So this, remember, removes all items from our table. Okay, we're going to change that. And here for testing, we're just going to add a few NoDo items. So I'm going to create a NoDo object, call it NoDo. It's equal to new NoDo as such. And I'm going to just say buy a new Ferrari. So that's totally a NoDo at this point, especially when baby's coming. Our DAO, NoDo dot, I'm going to insert our NoDo as such. And I can add a few more if I wanted to do so. So I'm going to say, come here, say NoDo again is equal to new NoDo. I'm going to say big house. Yeah, we shouldn't buy that at all. by big house, a big house. Okay, there we go. I'm going to say NoDo DAO using our data access there. And I'm going to say insert NoDo DAO, the second one. All right, very good. So we have two that we're going to be adding there. And of course, we can return null just in case something goes wrong. That is totally fine. So next, inside where we create our database builder, we create our actual room, Android room database here. We are going to do the following. We're going to call the add callback, and here we're going to pass our room database callback, right? So room database callback like that before the build, right? So it's going to call this, which as you see, it's going to go ahead and do all things that it needs to do, mainly create the object, NoDo object, and then it's going to build, which means it's going to go ahead and put something inside of our database. So at this point, what we need to do is actually create another activity, because we want to make sure that when we click this button here, we're going to be taken to another activity where we're going to add an item, and then we come back here and it's going to populate the data, right? So let's go to our layout, click there. I'm going to say new. I'm just going to go ahead and add an activity here. I want an empty activity like this. This is going to be called, let's call this new NoDo activity like that. Enter. There we go. That means our activity is created, which means also we have our XML there. For our XML, I'm going to make it as simple as possible, meaning I'm going to get rid of all of this. I'm going to make this an actual linear layout. Very good. Get rid of the dead code. So I'm going to make orientation. So let's go and make this orientation to be vertical, first of all. And height. All right, everything is good. And then I'm going to add an edit text here. So edit text. So to go all across. And I'm going to make wrap content. So ID here is going to be NoDo. I'm going to put a hint here that would say something like that. We're going to create our own. I'm just going to say hint NoDo. Go and extract that. There we go. And I can also say input type. I can use the text autocomplete, so that's a lifesaver there, so users can actually just start typing and there's options of autocomplete. That's helpful. And I'm going to give a padding of about 6 dp. Text size, I'm going to say about 18 sp. Margin bottom of about 8 dp. The margin top of also about 8 dp. So this is just so we can see. There we go. Enter and NoDo, looking very good. And at the bottom here, I'm going to just put a button, match parent, make it wrap content, ID. It's going to be button save, and give it a color here. So say background, make it accent. That's totally fine. Text, it's gonna say save text. Let's create the resource, save. There we go. Let's say text color, and I want it to be white, so I'm going to go ahead and say Android color white. Okay, let's take a quick look. All right, looks pretty good. Very good. So let's go to our new NoDo activity here. Let's give ourselves some space. At the top there, I'm going to say private edit text. Just call it edit text like this, because there's just one. That's not a problem. And inside here, I'm just going to edit text, find by ID, r.id dot edit NoDo. There we go. I'm going to just go ahead and create a final button here. Find by r.id.save button. I need to import button there. And so button.set on click, new on click listener. There we go. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create an intent, say intent. Call this reply intent. You'll see in a second. It's equal to new intent. And then I'm going to use the if statement here. I'm going to use a helper class called text utils, right? Is empty. And I'm going to pass our edit text.get text like that. Okay. If that is indeed empty, then what are we going to do? We're going to say set result, and I'm going to pass our result canceled ID and pass in reply int. So what are we doing here? The reason why we are using the set result, that is because we're actually going to be able to send information from this new do activity to the first one. Okay, so in this case here, we're just going to cancel because there's nothing in there, and then we're going to pass this just an empty intent. Else, in this case here, I'm going to create a string called NoDo string like that. I'm going to get my edit text that get text, and I'm going to make it to string. And then I'm going to use our reply intent dot put extra. In this case, I'm going to just say extra underscore reply. Okay. And I'm going to pass our NoDo string. What's happening here? Well, in this case here, we're going to put an extra, but this we need to put a tag, if you will, or an ID, right, for whatever we're passing. So I'm going to go ahead and create a constant field at the top here. There we go. In this one, I'm just going to add something like com.build apps with Paulo Android.reply, something like that. You can put whatever you want. This is just the ID in which we are going to pass it with, our extra here, right? It could have been one, it could have been whatever it is that you want, right? In this case, we're just going to put a string there to say whenever we want to get the information from this extra, we just get this extra reply, and we're going to get the string that we're getting from the user. And in this case here, our set result is going to be result okay, because things are good. I'm going to pass our reply intent. And of course, we want to make sure to finish this intent here, so to kill our activity, because we don't want things to pile up. All right, so we are making good progress here. So in the next lecture, we're actually going to connect with the data, right? Because our recycle view is ready, and now we have to display the live data in the view model. So we'll also have to make sure that when things change, everything is propagated correctly. All right, making good progress. I'll see you in the next video.